All-Star Week was an ad fest, ad after ad, 4 out of 10. As players go back to their normal teams to chase that Larry O'Brien trophy, I have decided to bring back a familiar face to each franchise. How this is going to work: at the time of recording, I'll be using these standings that's popping up on the screen right now. If a team is out of the play-ins, they'll receive 2 familiar faces. For example, seed 11 through 15, like a 76ers will get 2 legends. As for teams that are in contention, meaning 1 through 10 in standings, I try to give them the best fit for their organization and sometimes just the best player that I could think of. Also, to give them time to gel together, I decided to start this back to game number 1. They have 82 games to figure this out. Injuries will be off. Let's go jump into some of these rosters. Right now, we're looking at the 76ers. I gave them AI and Moses Malone. This team could be scary, bro. They got a lot. Paul George fell off, bro. What is this? 83? You telling me Jared McKean better than Paul George, bro? Basically, if you're an 80, 83, same overall. Next up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. They're getting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's all about it. Gave them a real center. Brook Lopez doesn't rebound. Been very mid this season, and he's old. Next up, when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, just blow it up, bro. Why are you the 10th seed? They're just getting Michael Jordan. Maybe MJ could just carry them all the way, but we shall see. Next up is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I give them prime LeBron James, bro. 99 overall LeBron with Donovan Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, and Allen. This team is scary. I don't even think this is one of the scariest team that's constructed right now. Next up is the Boston Celtics. Now, I think the Boston Celtics are one of the most dangerous team out here. You got Jason Tatum, but now you're adding Bill Russell, Boston legend Bill Russell on this team. And you still have Porzingis, who's an 86 overall, and Drew Holiday, 84, Peyton off the... Oh my, this team is scary, bro. Next up is the Los Angeles Clippers. I could have gave them CP3, but I just felt like Blake Griffin makes a little bit more sense than CP3. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. I just gave them a stretch 5 and Marc Gasol. It was either him or his brother. I know he's a little shorter than his brother, maybe by an inch, but for his 3-point shooting, I think he'll fit right alongside Jaren Jackson Jr. pretty well. This team could do some damage, but I don't really think this team has much potential here. Next up is the Atlanta Hawks. I don't know what they did at this trade deadline, but they just threw the whole franchise away alongside Dallas, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Just throwing the franchise away. Trae Young is probably getting traded this offseason, but we did bring in Bob. Hopefully he could carry them and do something great for them. Oh, I forgot to adjust. So Bob will probably be their... What is this? Do I make Jalen Johnson a small forward? Jalen Johnson will be the small forward. Bob will be the power forward, and the center will be a Kongu. So I think that works. Next up, we have the Miami Heat, and you're getting the Flash. This team, it's cool. They could do some work in the East because it's the East, but if they were out West, mid. Next up, you got the Charlotte Hornet. I gave them Glenn Rice, and I also gave them Eddie. This team, I'm not gonna lie, with LaMelo Ball, with the way he's been acting up in 2K, bro, 23 points, that's what he's kind of averaging. But this year, bro, LaMelo Ball has been phenomenal, and I think this team could really make a deep run in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, the Utah Jazz. You're getting John and Karl Malone. Next up, we have the Sacramento Kings here, and they're getting Oscar Robinson. After losing De'Aaron Fox, you guys need a point guard immediately. Hopefully, Devin Carter can be that future point guard, but he's already 22 years old, so we shall see how this team perform, man. Next up, we have the New York Knicks, and you're getting Patrick Ewing. I just feel like their center position, even with Cat there still, it's still kind of their weakest spot, so Patrick will be on this team. Now, when it comes to the Lakers, they don't have no real center, so Shaq, I could have chosen Kobe or RP, but Shaq made the most sense here. Next up is the Orlando Magic, and I bought in D12, bro. Dwight Howard is back in town, but I did get rid of the Wagner brother. He was unfortunately injured, so I was like, let me just get rid of him so we don't have too many centers on this team. They really haven't had much great point guard / shooting guard Magic history. Oh, I believe McGrady was here. I don't know what I was thinking, bro. My bad, Orlando. You guys are stuck with Shaq, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Next up, you do have the Dallas Mavericks. Now, when it comes to Dallas, I'm pretty sure AD would be running center over Dirk. So now you got a center core of Gafford, Lively. We'll see how this team do. Next up, for the Brooklyn Nets, your best 2 players to ever wore a Nets jersey, in my opinion, was just Kevin Durant and Julius, bro. Dr. J. Next up, when it comes to the Nuggets, I just gave you guys Carmelo Anthony. Porter Jr. would just get sent to the bench. I could have low-key gave y'all a prime Russell Westbrook, but he wasn't in his prime when he was with y'all, so that doesn't count. Next up, we have the Indiana Pacers. I just gave them a better shooter and Reggie Miller to play alongside Tyrese Halliburton. Next up is the New Orleans Pelicans. You're getting Anthony Davis, of course, and you're also getting Chris Paul. This team is nice, bro. They got depth, they got defense, they got it all. We do have the Detroit might just be a few pieces away from actually contending for an NBA title. They just need to let their group develop, but you guys are getting getting Grant Hill in this simulation, so it is what it is here. Next up, the Toronto Raptors. You're getting Kawhi Leonard and Chris Bosh, bro. I think I cooked here, and I do believe Chris Bosh should be a center for them. That makes a little bit more sense. Scotty Barton, power forward, and then next up, the Houston Rockets. You're getting prime James Harden, bro. Next up, the San Antonio Spurs. You're getting another Kawhi Leonard. How many Kawhis is in this video? Kawhi Leonard is on the San Antonio Spurs to pair alongside Victor, and you guys should have Tim Duncan. Since you guys are not in the playoffs, I'll go ahead and fix that. I don't know why 2K keep packing up Tim Duncan. Give me one moment. Now this team is officially scary. Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Victor, and you got De'Aaron Fox, bro. Not a bad team here. Not one single bad team so far. In the Phoenix Suns, I gave y'all Steve Nash, a better point guard, rather than Tyus. Tyus has been disappointing. And I also gave y'all Charles Barkley. I don't know. I couldn't find a center that's pretty good in Suns history, so therefore you're still getting stuck with Nick and Mason Plumlee. Next up, OKC, you're getting Kevin Durant, bro. This team might just win it all. Next up, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, I gave y'all Sam Cassell over Kevin Garnett because y'all got Kevin Garnett at home and Julius Randle. Moving on. Next up is the Portland Trailblazers, RIP Bill. You guys are getting Bill and Damian Lillard. We'll see how this team do. Might be an interesting case. Might just lose every game. We shall see. Next up, the Golden State Warriors. You guys are getting Will Chamberlain. Y'all don't have a really good center. And I'm surprised that Quentin Post is a 77 overall. How did he overlap Trey Jackson Davis? I have no idea. But this team is pretty solid. Next up, the Washington Wizards. I gave y'all Gil and I gave y'all Elvin. Y'all not doing nothing for real. And that is all the teams. We're about to get to simulating. Make your predictions down below. Which team do you think will win this NBA title? My prediction, let's see. I do believe the Cavs, since they're in the East, and I don't think there's that much competition in the East besides Boston, bro. But I think the Cavs are just, they have to be one of the best teams out there, in my opinion. LeBron's better than Tatum and Brown combined. All right, I'll stop the glaze. I'll stop the glaze. But in all seriousness, I do have LeBron and the Cavs winning an NBA title. We're about to go ahead and see. Make your predictions down below. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 350 subscribers, and I really would appreciate it if you subscribe. I would love for you guys to subscribe today. If you don't like the content down the line, you could always unsubscribe. And that's it for my monologue of begging for subscribers. Without further ado, let's get to simulating. Team selection, let me just simulate from the Cavs perspective. That's it, because they're gonna ask me a bunch of questions. I'm not trying. Oh wow, okay, 6-0. The Cavs might go 82-0. Standings: the Bucks, the Hawks, the Wizards, Celtics 4-3. Okay, we'll see how every team is doing halfway through the season. Teams that are flopping, most surprising. Let's go ahead and simulating. The trade deadline is officially here. The Celtics are 36-15. They're not doing that good. Derek White is coming off the bench for them. The Clippers are dog waters, bro. 23-27. I thought they would have been a little bit better with Blake Griffin, but I guess not. The Memphis Grizzlies are doing pretty well. Hawks are doing pretty good. Wow, okay, I did not expect that from Bob and Trae Young. The Miami Heat with the Flash, bro. Yeah, just throw away the whole franchise. They're the 15th seed as of now. The Utah Jazz are still pretty bad. The New York Knicks are good, of course. The Los Angeles Lakers with Shaq, 10th seed, 22-28. They're not pretty good. Surprising, the most surprising one here for me would have to be the Nuggets, 20-31. They're the 12th seed, but we still have a lot of games left in the season. The Pacers are also pretty bad. Pelicans are also pretty bad. Detroit is still bad. The Rockets are doing pretty good. They're the 2nd seed with a record of 32-18. The Spurs are pretty decent. They're the 4th seed. The Suns with Nash and Barkley, they're the 11th seed, basically where they stand at today. The Thunders are the number 1 seed. I'm fully convinced it's gonna be a Cavs versus Thunder finals. I know I haven't showed you guys the Cavs record yet, but they're doing pretty good. Timberwolves fell off. I probably should have just gave them Garnett, because Garnett at home is not working out. 14th seed. Blazers still mid. Warriors, they didn't improve much, but they are the 6th seed. The Wizards, they're the 10th seed. The 76ers are the 5th seed, especially since everybody's healthy now. I expect them to be a little bit more competitive. The Bucks, they're mid. And the Bulls with Jordan by himself, they're the 14th seed, record 13-39. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, like predicted, they would be on top, record 44-7, good for the number 1 seed. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see the standing at the end of the season, and let's see who wins this NBA title. You guys still have time to make your prediction down below. so go ahead. I gave y'all a little sneak peek. Who could have predicted this? Definitely not J3. LeBron is your most valuable player with the Cavs. 20 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 42% from 3. Prime LeBron was not like that. Charles Barkley is rookie of the year. Don't look too much into this. 13 points for him. Josh Hart is 6th man of the year. Bill Russell, DPOY. Only 2 blocks and he's getting it. I'm not impressed. Amen Thompson is most improved player. France is clutch player of the year. Kenny Atkinson with the Cavs. We finished off with a record of 73-9, bro. This too easy, but this time around we're gonna get that ring, you know. 73-9 with a ring has a better sound to it. I'm not throwing shots at the Warrior fan base. Maybe I am. So when it comes to first team, this is every player that made a first team selection. You have Luka and Shaq. Denver's pretty good with Jokic. Oscar Robinson made a first team. Wow. And you also have LeBron James. Second team, you have Bill Walton, Dwayne Wade, even though his team was pretty bad. Jalen Brunson, and you have Bob. Was Bob really like that? And Will Chamberlain with the Golden State Warriors. Third team, you have Carmelo Anthony, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Charles Barkley, and Kevin Durant. Defensive first, you have Bill, Shaq, Victor, Patrick, Dwight. That's why I gave Orlando Dwight, bro. Defensive player of the year. Could help him out a little bit. Second team defensive, you do have Moses, Alvin, Michael Jordan, Bill Walton, and Anthony Davis. Did we see 2 AD? No, only 1 AD. And it's time to look at the playoff standing, everybody. It's time to look at the playoff standing. Out west, Sacramento is going against the 8 seeded Denver, and Dallas and the Clippers. The Clippers might not make it here, but everybody else looks reasonable. Yeah, every other team look reasonable. The Hawks are the most surprising one here, especially since you have the Bucks with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar fighting for a playoff spot, and you also have the Raptors here fighting for a playoff spot with Kawhi Leonard and Chris Bosh. This is going to be interesting. Let's simulate the play-ins. The stage is set. We're going against the Bucks as the Cleveland Cavaliers here. We're going to go ahead and simulate the first round. We're just going to blindly simulate it to see which team wins. Simulate round, and it looks like, wow, the Hawks are going far, bro. So the Cavs beat Giannis and Kareem. Bob took out Shaq. Boston took out Philly. The Knicks took out the Toronto Raptors. Out west, OKC still on top. They're going against the San Antonio Spurs. Defense versus defense. This is going to be an interesting matchup here. And then we have the Rockets with Harden and the Grizzlies with, who's on the Grizzlies? Oh, the Grizzly with Marc Gasol here. Oh my. We're going to go ahead and simulate round one more time. The Cavs took out the Hawks. Boston took out the Knicks. So now we have the final four here. Make y'all prediction if y'all haven't already. We're going to go ahead and simulate basically each game by game, and we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the OKC matchups. What it's going to be looking like. Shea and Amen. Amen came out of nowhere. I know Amen, the twins were good, but I know they were that good. James Harden, Lou Dort. Lou Dort better watch out. KD versus Dylan. Yeah, OKC's going to an NBA Finals, bro. I won't lie to you guys. Simulate through game for them. Wow, both teams are 1-1. Simulate through game. Wow, over here with the Cavs, Boston took a game. Let's look at this box score here. Peyton Pritchard, I did not see that coming, but that's their leading scorer. Bill Russell is still doing Bill thing. He did have 4 turnovers though. Jaylen Brown is still better than Tatum, at least in this universe, but Tatum is putting up 29 points during these playoffs. But OKC is officially 2-0. 2 games left for them to advance. Simulate through game, OKC is 3-0. Cavs took a lead 2-1. Let's go ahead. Simulate through game for OKC is 3-1 for OKC and Rockets, and it's 3-1 for Cavs and Boston. Let's go ahead, simulate round. Kevin Durant will be going against LeBron James, who's averaging a triple-double. Yeah, I'm very curious in which player here walks out. Simulate through game, the Cavs win game 1. Simulate through game, game 2. Simulate through game, game 3. This gotta be rigged at this point. What's going on here? Okay, let's look at this game. We might jump in, but OKC is putting up a fight here. They are not. Wait a minute. It's competitive again. OKC still on top, but the Cavs took another lead in the 4th quarter, and it looks like the Cavs are walking away as the undisputed champion winners here. Like I predicted, you know, J3 be knowing stuff. We're gonna play on the sticks a little bit because why not? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. How's everybody day going so far? Oh yeah, Shea's about to cook Ty, bro. Oh, Shea's not a 3-point shooter. You better stop it. All right, pass it out. I don't even know if this is on Hall of Fame. All right, cool. Oh yeah, you got him. Oh, I missed. I airballed with LeBron. Oh, LeBron got a steal. LeBron to Evan Mobley. Oh, Jared Allen missed. Oh man, Jared Allen missed. He fumbled that. That was a bad fumble. I did not think the Cavs would sweep the Thunders, especially after the Thunders were so dominant, but it looks like, oh wait, they're still pretty close. It's a 4-point game. I was not paying attention. I thought we had a bigger league. That's why I hopped on the sticks. Oh yeah, too easy. Yeah, too easy. 45 is always going to do it for you, man. Donovan Mitchell, Spider-Man, pretty amazing. Shea, come on, stop it. It's over. And he misses. He didn't get the foul, bro. Shea's a free throw merchant, man. Jokes aside, Shea will be the MVP if he can put up 2 more 50-point games for the remainder of the season and still keep the Thunders afloat as the #1 seed. Shea will be the MVP this year. All right. Kevin Durant hasn't done much. You got Jarrett Allen and KD, bro. KD, take that man to work. Oh, maybe that's why it didn't work. Too many ball dominant players, not enough catch and shoot players for them. But as for the Cavs, LeBron could do this right there. Oh, yeah. It's not on Hall of Fame, y'all. It's probably on Rookie, but it is what it is. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The Cavs have won the NBA title, and LeBron James is the Finals MVP. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.